Okay, now on live. Okay, Ethan is having a hard time getting in. I think he's outside like always. So I decide to and he says that he will re-upload it on his channel. So maybe put this in screen share. I went back a little bit with the part he talks about defending segregation.
Oh wait, he defended segregation?
Yeah, we remember.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, he did. Oh, hello people too. Sorry about just say hi to the camera. But I think James Rufus is gonna say you support fascism now. Because he's retarded like that. You support the fascist. Okay then, you're retarded.
Alright. Alright, do you see the screen?
Oh, did I see some? Oh yeah, I do. Finnish Bolshevik, dude. He did think like, what is fascism, and it's just terrible.
Yeah, he says that capitalism is collectivist. Like, what the fuck?
Capitalism, like most Marxists view that there's more than one kind of capitalism, not just free market capitalism.
Yeah, so and his fanboy just commented in my video saying that comment on the broadcast that we did yesterday. No, Saturday. I mean, no, Thursday. I meant on part one.
What did he say? Like, oh, how it's
He
freaking
said that
capitalism's collectivism.
he said that
DDD.
Hitler was a capitalist, and I said, "Oh, as a joke, I said make that point about him being a socialist," and then he says there was private property. I simply, hey, Vladimir Lenin allowed private property, and Tito. He said Tito was a capitalist.
Wow, that's retarded.
Fight against racism, and now I don't want to do anything else. I just want to be, continue my nice lifestyle. But no, sorry. I mean, poor people are angry at you for good reason. I mean, don't act so surprised, basically, what I'm saying.
With trying to build a multicultural society where we'd all be able to go forward together.
Oh, yeah, sure. That's what the white people were always trying to do, just build a society where everyone work together and be equal. Like, sure, in fucking Rhodesia. And
oh my god, like he doesn't understand that Rhodesia was changed. Like the apartheid ended in like 1969.
Well, actually, Mugabe wasn't very bad in his first 10 years. After that, he just went down the drain. He wasn't too bad like the first 10 years. I think it was like his first 10 years he was okay, but it was like after he started doing his land reforms and started doing a bunch of nasty stuff.
Yeah, that is because he was during his 10 years he was sort of a British puppet.
That's true. Mugabe really couldn't. But
after and then he said like "F you, Queen Elizabeth," and then he started doing his own thing.
Then he started messing with Ukraine, not Ukraine, Zimbabwe. Whoops.
Don't worry, they're very similar. They're both breadbaskets.
Oh yeah, the Ukraine Rhodesia was a huge breadbasket. Until Mr. Monkey Face fucked it up.
Yeah.
In apartheid South Africa, are you kidding me?
Our black farm workers, obviously, we were trying to uplift them.
We were trying to uplift them. Like, what the fuck is this ridiculous bullshit?
Same time. Are they supposed to keep the whiteys in there?
Cut.
Yeah,
that's argument. It's bullshit. Finnish Bolshevik. It's dumb. Oh, we should kill all the whiteys and fucking whitey's bad, man. Fucking he's always racist. That's literally your logic. Like only white people can be racist then. Okay, that's stupid logic to hold.
Yeah, let's continue.
Keep the whiteys in there. They came in. They stole their land. Isn't it reasonable to want it back?
I
mean, okay, Finnish Bolshevik. Okay. Does that mean the Jews can have Israel back?
Nah. No, because the Palestinians are like, fuck whitey, man. Gee.
Man, it's sadly, look at history. Look at where they were during the Roman revolts, where the Jews were. In what you call Palestine. So sorry, Finnish Bolshevik. That's dumb.
Exist, man.
Let's go. Let's move on.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Young settlers.
I repeat myself, but I'm saying that, yeah, okay, it's some small farmer. It's not necessary to kick every small farmer out of there, and they haven't.
In that
Not all the white ones, yeah.
moved to Denmark because Russia belongs to native Siberian tribes, such as the Kyrgyz, that got their land stolen by the Russian Empire. Going back to
That's so stupid.
Zimbabwe.
To a degree, it is.
I mean,
Western Russia belongs to Russia, though.
really,
Oh, I think I already discussed this. Let me go forward a little bit.
Western Russia, I'd say, is Russian. Maybe like Siberia, which is not the entirety of Russia.
And actually, I did research on it. I think it was It was the Queen of Russia.
Well, Russia already doesn't have
No, I
Central
thought it was
Asia because they conquered that too.
the name is Queen Elizabeth of Russia.
Huh.
He asked for a genocide against the Kyrgyz.
There are a lot of like,
I know that what I know about what the Soviets did. Like the Soviets did nothing to the Kyrgyz is because they're freaking away in the east, and they. But what I know is that they didn't treat them good, but they don't do much. Like they just simply take away their deer, and the Kyrgyz is actually it's weird, but they actually worship deer. It's a weird religion. Actually, the Kyrgyz is basically Iberian or whatever language, meaning reindeer people.
huh.
So let me skip it a little bit. I think I already discussed this. Come on.
Oh my God.
I don't know. It's just Google.
I'm just looking at this dumb thing where it's like fascism, communism. There's no difference. Oh, fuck off. Yes, there is. There's a huge difference.
Yeah. Okay, now something's wrong.
that colonizer system. So it's not like this is immigration or something. It's fucking colonialism, literal colonialism that you're defending.
Are you trying to say that even if white people live in Zimbabwe most of their lives, they are not considered Zimbabwean?
Well, are you kidding me? They're colonizers, colonialists. This is actual old school colonialism here.
Pause. Oh my god.
God, if I'm born in the United States, does that mean I'm a colonizer now? Because I'm not
My
Native
God.
American? You can fuck off. Or I'm a slave, man. Shit, fucking stop being so apologetic to whitey.
They have to leave. They have to leave out of Zimbabwe because of what their grandfather's sin was, or the great grandfather. Like this is why they justify putting children in North Korea in death camps. Because their parents had done stuff wrong in generations, but Tony Buchanan denies that, man. He's fucking man, shit.
They're enough morons.
I can't believe you. But yes, they should be allowed to live there. Just hand over the fucking money that you have stolen from Zimbabwe. Hand over the land.
Oh my god.
It's like only black people can own land. Whitey can't own land. Shit.
Yeah. It's their land, man.
Freaking retarded.
I thought they don't support land private property, man.
They don't.
It's give them their land. It's their land.
Let's keep watching because
Is that
most of
are
this
you?
is Louis. Most of this is just ad hom. Let's just go through it, and if you see any points, then just comment.
That your ancestors stole. Hand over all the assets that have been created out of this horrible apartheid regime that made white people rich and black people poor. That's what they're saying. That's what they want.
Actually, move out of the country. Since Zach lives in America,
Oh, like, I can't believe you. This is so absurd.
he has European descent,
Come on, let's go on. We don't want to.
Oh, you're actually gonna go there. Well, okay.
have Native American ancestry.
What is this my part?
Fucking you don't. That I mean, I can't tell. Literally, I can't tell just by looking at you. But that's literally this classic American bullshit where, there's this joke that every American white kid is like, oh, I'm like 164th part, like Cherokee or something. I'm sure Raven has just as much Native American, genes as you, which is 0.
Ah, come on. He doesn't know his Spanish.
You're Puerto Rican. You're Hispanic. That's different.
Land, Zach.
This is cringeworthy. Holy fucking shit. I mean, no.
That.
Self-determination, you
Wait,
stupid
listen.
fuck.
His reactions.
Yeah, but Jews can't have it because they stole land. Fuck off.
Determination.
Go back
I don't
to
know why
ancient
I'm-
Rome. There were no Palestinians there. They were Jews. Sorry.
Oh my fucking god.
Wait, go back.
Yeah.
Just leave it alone, Luis. He's just being dumb. He's just like he's just going, oh my god, at everything.
Control their own fucking economy.
What's going on here?
Do you really think that Robert Mugabe is allowing Africans to control their economy? Let's hear.
Well, as far as it's possible in capitalism, I mean, you got me there. There is capitalism in Zimbabwe, so therefore, yeah, you're right. They don't really properly control their own economy because they don't have socialism. But, they don't have the IMF. So
Let's go.
they don't
Keep
have
going.
the national bourgeoisie controlling their economy. They just have a national bourgeoisie. That's the difference. But it's still
It's all capitalism because I said it's capitalism.
They were not giving, where the state was actually buying the land as opposed to black commercial farmers.
Well, okay. So they're complaining about, oh, it's state capitalism instead of small petty bourgeois capitalism. I don't give a fuck. I seriously couldn't give less of a fuck.
Wait, I want to say something.
The
State
state was not
capitalism.
Oh my god. That's not the point here. First off, like he starts saying that Zimbabwe is capitalist. Despite Robert Mugabe doing quick research, was a member of a Marxist party during Rhodesia. And during his
So
time,
capitalist finished. Well, with Marxists, they call anything capitalist. That's not their ideology. Even if it isn't capitalism, they'll still call it capitalism. I'm called a capitalist.
yeah, they do.
Just because I want to have private property. Even like one bit of it. You're a capitalist because I said you're a capitalist.
Yeah.
It's retarded. You can only have private property if it serves the state. Otherwise, you get the fuck out.
Oh my god, like they will say that Tito was a capitalist. They freaking say that Khrushchev was a capitalist.
God,
They go,
it's retarded. It has to be 100% dogma. Otherwise, it's not real socialism.
Communism is opinionated. If you ask every single communist, they'll have different definitions.
It's just retardation. Let's just move on.
to the new people on the land. So they weren't getting any kind of title. They weren't getting any kind of property rights. And so this myth of independence that took place.
I don't even why is this targeted at me? It's not like I'm some big Zimbabwe expert and a big Zimbabwe fan, because I'm not. I literally didn't even defend Zimbabwe.
What you
I
have to
just
say
said
about
that it's ridiculous for you to whine and complain and talk about white jet.
No, what you have to say?
This guy is dumb. He's like, oh, it never happened. White genocide's a right-wing conspiracy. Doesn't happen. La 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 la. Well, Europe gets raped by migrants. Like that's not happening. That's just neo-Nazi conspiracy, isn't it? Freaking retarded idiot.
My god, he's like, he defends it and said, I don't defend it, man.
She
Like,
fucking Whitey's bad man.
Exactly, like, They will all act like reverse racism doesn't exist. But
Oh,
then they will,
because racism
I don't,
is prejudice plus power. XDDDDD. Not
and then they will,
racism.
and then they will say that they don't support the new Black Panther Party.
They're retarded. Reverse racism doesn't exist because it's privilege plus power or something dumb. Like that.
You say you should
So
you
it has to
believe
be. So it's all institutionalized. There's no individual
you start
racism.
saying
That's
because you say it's white genocide in Zimbabwe. They're beating up and kicking and killing at white people because of the race and they wanted their land. Which that is racism and that is genocide according to the dictionary.
these are called dictionary
Wait,
definition
wait,
fallacy.
but
La, la,
actually
la,
the
la,
Finnish
la.
Bolshevik, but at the same time the Finnish Bolshevik made a reply to me saying that the dictionary, the book of the dictionary is written by bourgeoisie propagandists. I'm not taking that.
Wow, denial of the dictionary because it doesn't fit your ideology. So retarded, dude. GG, Finnish Bolshevik.
Genocide, which again, literally is a Nazi argument.
Oh my god, dude. Just because National Socialists say it doesn't necessarily mean it's Nazi. You're such an idiot. I swear to God, dude.
Oh my god.
Why are you so dumb?
Because Nazis say it.
Not fair. Like,
Therefore,
come on. Like,
XCDD, therefore false argument.
yeah. And you know what? Nazis also say? They say that halal.
Denying land ownership.
I
You know what the
What?
Nazis always say?
Yeah, they say Holodomor is like a Jewish conspiracy against Ukrainians or something like that.
Yeah,
Judeo-Bolshevik conspiracy or something. So
they denied the Dr. Spot, just like the Finnish Bolshevik, so he's a fucking fascist.
oh, you're retarded. Oh, you're calling him a fascist? Louis, shut up. He's not a fascist.
No. I'm talking about Reds. I'm talking about Tommy McCannon.
I was like, oh, you better not call him a fascist because he ain't no fascist. He's like, it's capitalism decay. I know this because Lenin said so. Dogma. Fucking sheet, nigga. Fucking didn't do nothing wrong. Fucking Tyrone didn't do nothing.
what I'm watching. Like, I'm literally watching a video where somebody is saying that the white people who had their fortunes taken away in Rhodesia, that they are victims. I can't believe this.
Blacks and whites.
Oh my god! Like that's what Hitler said about the Jews. That the Jews were hoarding the gold, they're hoarding the money, they control the banks, they do this, they do that, man. We need to
Okay,
get rid of
Luis. There are Jews who do have a lot of influence in banks, though. You can't deny that. If you do, that's like retarded. That's freaking retarded if you do.
Yeah, but like I said, they have this Jewish conspiracy. Like they hoard the gold. They're so rich and they're making all the area people all poor. They're stealing our land, man. That's what Hitler said. Like you're saying that the Jews did this, Jews did that. But that's
I've seen that. Oh, Christianity's a Jewish conspiracy or something. I'm like,
yeah, that's what he's saying about the white people in Zimbabwe, the Afrikaners.
The white people, Afrikaners, like in South Africa. White Afrikaners are Dutch settlers.
Well, I don't know, like just the white people in Zimbabwe.
Yeah, Afrikaners are Dutch settlers in South Africa.
Yeah, and they're gonna be like, oh my, the white people in Zimbabwe are hoarding they're taking the wealth away from the people, the African people. They are hoarding the grain. The Kodaks are hoarding the grain, man. They should have been killed, man. We need to put them away.
Conspiracy. Fucking conspiracy.
Oh. Okay, are you there?
Yes.
His land reform program is causing mass unemployment.
Farmworkers actually obviously didn't want these people to come and invade. They've seen what happens to all their friends on neighboring farms when these invasions have taken place.
So it's an invasion. Okay. Well, why did you go there and why did you steal their land? I mean, you don't look like an African. That should tell you something.
Okay, Finnish Bolshevik. That means So you're calling for segregation. They have to be African to own land. Fuck off, dude. You're dumb.
God, like he was born there, so he doesn't steal shit. He bought that land with his own money, man. Like you're blaming him for the
Yeah, that's how the Jews got a lot of their money from in Palestine from the British Mandate. A lot of Arabs sold it to them. They didn't steal a lot.
In that case, like, come on, like white people are oppressed too, man. Look at the Arab slave trade.
Oh, evil whitey, those sheep, nigga.
Yeah, but look at the freaking they were put in slavery. They were sex slaves by the Arabs.
Evil freaking whitey, dude. That's what it is, man. Fucking whitey's horrible. Sheep, nigga. God, dude. It's like, what's up with the niggertree right now?
And all those Arabs that killed Jews, and you have to remember Jews are like white, right? Would you consider
Jews are Semitic.
yeah, Semitic, but they're like
Semites.
you could probably say they're a branch of white people, right?
I wouldn't say so. I'd say they're Semites. They're a
Yep.
Semitic group, but they have mixed with like Gentiles, and they look white. A lot of Jews do look white because they come from Europe. Like a lot of European Jews look white, yeah.
Yeah, that's the reason why they don't like Jews. This is why they don't like Israel, because the majority of like today, if
They
you
look white as shit's like, oh, evil whitey man,
yeah, but
she.
let me explain, because the white Jews in Israel, which is like almost all, because during the 1970s and 80s, Russian Jews fled to Israel
Yeah.
to
Freaking
because they
way Doctor's plot never happened.
yeah, and that's why the KGB knock on people's doors because stuff like that. So that explains why they don't like Jews, because they were defectors, just like how they don't like Ukrainians. This is why they don't like Ukrainian Canadians. This is why they don't like Cuban people. They don't like Cuban refugees, because they make their ideology look bad and they want to shun them.
And how all their friends were now without.
How did all these white people just end up controlling all the land in Africa?
Already discussed this.
You know, but when the Africans want their land back, then oh, it's an invasion, it's white genocide. I literally cannot believe
They want to kill Whitey. That's why they want to kill Whitey. Because was it the black nationalists? I said, "What freedom? You got to kill some crackers." So that's
Yeah.
not racist. But when it's only racist when white people do it, dude. God, you're dumb.
You only have like 26.
You're so dumb, and I'm a minority, and I'm saying you're stupid.
Okay. It says here, again, dramatized for propaganda effect for gullible people. Gullible people.
Savage. One of our workers was thrown into a fire. Another, they actually smashed.
Oh
his
my
skull.
God! Look at this. You could see that he uses like, he looks like he's using Windows, like Windows 5.1, something like that.
God, finish traitor is what he is. He's a piece.
And
he's
look at
freaking
this.
dumb.
Like, why does he have all these freaking Lenin notes, Marx and Engels notes like that? That's from the Marxist website, which is I did research on who created the website, and I won't use it as a source because it's written by a 13-year-old kid. No,
We
not
took
13.
Marx's
I
credibility.
would say like an 18-year-old.
Dude, it's not
Like,
written.
how-
What he's doing is he's taking like works from like Marxists and he just posts it. Really, yeah.
He's saying that he could be the new Marx.
God, he's freaking. God. Can we just continue? This video is gonna be super long if we just continue to stop on every dumb little piece of shit argument.
From his home and beat his feet very savagely. But a lot of our farm workers are still on the farm.
again, like, okay, if we're taking this guy's word for it, and he has every possible motivation to lie, so I'm not even gonna take him for, take his word for it. But even if we were, here we have a white capitalist who owns the, like, he starts by saying, "Oh, I'm just a small farmer." Then it shows his farm where he has at least a dozen black guys working for him, and he's like, "Oh, our workers like it there." Like, you don't think there's anything strange about this dynamic that exists?
I want to say something here. They, you know why they're working there? Because since he owns the farm. Well, actually, if you watch the documentary, his father-in-law owns the farm. Uh, provides them money to able to live. They're benefiting them, or you like to call them exploitation, and like, and if you think, oh, they're giving them so little money, but at the same time, they thought, like I pointed out in the video, as a result of the land procurement plans, his fellow workers are now unemployed, and their electricity are removed, and they're being beaten up because they support they work for the Whitey conspiracy.
That these white people just happen to control all the land and just employ black people. When
Jews are controlling the land, man. They're controlling pastime. We need to freaking put them in death pants.
Luis, you sound stupid.
black people should control their
Luis,
land.
I was trying to entertain
Luis,
White people who own the land and just use the
hey,
blacks
Luis,
as cheap
on
labor.
the whole German
Don't
thing.
get weird about that. I mean, these white
Luis,
victims.
Yeah,
Why did you have to inject this
pause it.
into the head?
Luis,
yeah,
pause the video. Did you pause it?
yeah.
Okay, on the whole Hitler thing, he didn't originally want to kill the Jews. He just wanted to deport them, but eventually he kind of ran out of, because like he couldn't deport them to modern day where Palestine would be or Israel is now because he was at war with Britain. The Suez Canal was controlled by Britain, so they couldn't do it the Madagascar. So eventually they had to throw them in camps, and eventually here came the extermination whole process. Husseini, who's the Grand Mufti of Jerusalem, kind of helped them draft it because a lot of Muslims, they hate Jewish people.
Yeah.
They don't like Jewish people, so he didn't originally intend on killing the Jews. He just wanted them out.
Yeah, just like Mugabe. But I'm sure that if they couldn't get rid of the white people, he probably
They'd kill him off, yeah.
Well, now you know for sure.
You kidding me?
Exactly. I mean, I still don't understand. Why did you have to inject that? This has. Remember, the original video was about the Holodomor. Then randomly, he's just talking about Zimbabwe and white genocide. Apart from
apparently, white genocide doesn't happen because it's right-wing conspiracy.
And I agree wholeheartedly. Ukrainian Nazis are victims. Ukrainian Nazis are victims.
Okay, I'm gonna say something as a person who knows about the Holodomor.
Never mind.
It was a lady who survived the Holodomor, and she was a Jew, right? She was later, when the Nazi Germany invaded Ukraine, she was sent into a death camp. And you know what she said? She said that she'd rather be in the Holocaust than the Holodomor because at least they gave her food. And rather than be in permanent pain and watch his family die slowly. So you're saying that I support Nazis because I exposed the truth that you denied?
Because it's propaganda. ZDDD never happened.
Yeah.
Give me a break, kid.
And him being racist against Ukrainian Canadians, like, I'm sure if he was like president of Finland, he would order all these right wingers to be killed, like Pinochet. They give them, like, put them on a boat and send them to Antarctica. I mean to the North Pole.
Oh, because evil Whitey needs to die. Flood a nation with immigrants. We call it tolerance.
Also, I oppose white genocide and I support Rhodesia. Like, why did you?
I didn't say I support Rhodesia. When have I said I supported Rhodesia? No, you made that up.
Even bring up Zimbabwe in the first place?
They're basically calling me a racist, despite there's no evidence to prove that.
Well, we've already been through this.
I'm against segregation.
They call everyone racist. Pause.
Oh,
He calls it. The left calls everyone racist, dude. It's just they're gonna go, oh, if you disagree with them, you're racist somehow.
Yeah.
Freaking, Social Democrat blocked me on Twitter because apparently I was racist. Sure, you freaking idiot. Yeah, right. I'm a mixed race, so that's freaking dumb.
I honestly think that Social Democrat has autism. He ain't just say, "Hey, can we talk? Can we talk?" Like, what kind of fucking idiot does that? He has autism. He either has autism or he has Down syndrome. Like, look at his freaking blobby face. Like, he looks like George Lucas, man.
Just go on. Let's not get into the ad homs.
I mean, well, okay.
I admire Martin Luther King and many other African Americans.
You know, this is right-wing idealist bullcrap, okay? Like, he says, oh, I want nominally equal rights. So, you know, black people can own land, white people can own land, black people are protected by police, white people are protected by the police. Except, you know, that might be the law, but that's not reality. In Rhodesia, white people own everything. Don't you understand? If we look at the United States,
Bugging evil
it's still-
whitey.
the police officers just randomly kill a black person, but they still can basically do it. They don't get in trouble for doing that. So
Hold
it's
on.
basically
Cut.
Yeah,
even not actually legal.
God.
It's
yeah, right there.
God, he doesn't understand. 50% of crime, 50% of homicides are committed by African Americans. But he goes, it's bugging racism, and it's like you don't, dude. Look at the stats of the Department of Justice.
Yeah,
Come on, dude.
What about the nutmeg cheese?
Look at the freaking stats, dude. It speaks for itself. You need these dumb conspiracies of institutional racism. It's dumb.
Yeah, I will say this. I will say this 100%. Racist meaning like white people hating black people, white people hating Hispanics. I will say this. It's dead. Racism is dead. The only people who are racist in America are basically hillbillies that live in the middle of nowhere. They are so behind in the real world. And if like look, and I will say that the racists are being oppressed because look at Paula Deen. Well, I don't support Paula Deen. Like, you know, I don't know if Paula Deen is really a racist. She's like, if you say something that people think you're racist, or say something stupid, they will call you racist. You will lose your job. You will lose your dignity. People will hate you and give you death threats. Like, I'm telling you, racism in America is dead. The only racism in America are like rednecks that live in the mountain.
Or the
in the mountain-
SJWs who basically hate white people.
Yeah, reverse racism and hillbillies.
It's just racism, dude. It doesn't matter. Whites being hated by black people or SJWs, it's still racism. I don't think there is. It's all racism in the end.
Yeah.
People hating white people hating Jews, or white people hating this, or people hating white people. It's
illegal to just execute black people on the streets in the U.S. So
oh
that's
really?
the
Because
liberal-
they didn't do nothing. Sheet nigga, fucking cops just racist, man. Fuck off, dude. You don't understand American law. You're not even from the United States. You can shut your fat mouth.
Yeah, because freaking Tony McKenna is just a mountain Viking inbred that doesn't know. Like I guarantee you that he never saw a black person in front of him. He never saw an actual black person in real life.
Yeah, probably because he's like mentally retarded and he doesn't understand what racism is. Oh, it's freaking prejudice plus power or some dumb conspiracy.
Yeah, I'm sure that if he goes to say a black person, he will like touch him. Say, "Cool, man, look at this, man!" Like he's in a freaking petting zoo.
He's probably a closet racist himself. He just has to project it on the you.
Yeah, like look at me, like I'm proud of Hispanic. Like I'm a minority myself, and I met that reverse racism, which doesn't. Well, reverse racism is just racism in general.
It's just racism against whites.
Yeah, racism against white exists. Like
That's fine because whites are privileged, but when you do it to anybody else, that's racism, nigga.
But I don't get how white people are freaking privileged. We give.
Or white people are privileged just because they're a majority. That means they're privileged. Fuck off.
Yeah, like
That's retarded, dude. I'm sorry.
we give
Continue.
them scholarship.
Continue. Let's not get caught up on this.
Because you don't want real equality, you just want nominal, theoretical, legal equality of rights. You don't want actual.
Equality's freaking bullcrap. It's a bunch of freaking nonsense. The greatest inequality is trying to make unequal things equal. Finish Bolshevik. So You're
Yeah, I would
retarded.
admit this. I would support being equal in the law and being equal at the same opportunity as a white person or Hispanic or whatever. Everyone has the same opportunity, but nobody can never be equal. Like what Iran stated,
Ayn
I'm
Rand. I don't
I
like Ayn Rand. She's a freaking scumbag.
yeah,
She
but
was a
like you
scumbag.
made a good point. Like I'm not equal to you, and nobody's equal to me, like something like that.
Yeah,
Because like
bullshit.
I'm not equal to be a bodybuilder to someone like Arnold Schwarzenegger. I'm not equal to him. I'm not equal to Albert Einstein to be a like a mathematics, but I'm not equal to Nietzsche to be a philosopher. Like nobody, people are smarter than me. People are weaker than me. People are stronger than me. People are weaker than me. Like nobody's equal in this world because we're all different.
Finish bullshit. There's natural differences between people. You can't get rid of things. You can't. You're trying to make certain things that are not equal the same, and it just doesn't work that way. You're a delusional fuck. I'm sorry.
Yeah, and if
And
everyone is
sorry for
equal,
language. It's
the
just
world,
this guy's
the
dumb,
world is
so
so
you can't
boring.
help it.
Like imagine a world just with deltas everywhere.
That's not gonna go well. A bunch of deltas are gonna find ways to be prejudiced against each other sooner or later. It's just that's how it works. If we're all the same, we'd still find ways to be prejudiced against one another.
Yeah.
So material equality
Not gonna happen, dude.
would be communism, so that's evil, according to you, even though, yeah, whatever.
Equality is for delusional retards like you.
And, motherfuckers like you, they admire Martin Luther King. They admire Martin Luther King. The only reason you say that is because it's popular. Like, the right wing likes to take these examples of people that they like to use people like Gandhi and MLK.
I'm gonna pause there.
Okay.
Okay, I admire Martin Luther King because he used nonviolence, man. I don't
He wasn't
support,
like Malcolm X. Well, he supports someone like Malcolm because he's a violent revolutionary. I
yeah,
believe you can use revolution. Only
and I
time I'd
don't,
support a
and I,
nationalist. Okay, go.
and I don't support Malcolm X. I don't support he's violent and
Okay.
anti-Semitic, and I
Okay.
don't support Gandhi because he's a racist and he
Yep.
little
Okay,
shit.
can I say this? The only time I'll support a revolution is if it's a nationalist movement trying to overthrow communism, because communists they don't like opposition. That's the only time where I'll fund the revolution when you're going up against a communist authoritarian government. You don't have a choice. You can't get to elections because it's ruled by the Communist Party only. But like in America, I believe if a nationalist party wanted to get in power, you could use the elections against the elite.
Yeah.
You could attempt it. Marxists, because since they just want to throw out everything and they want to get rid of all property, of course most people aren't going to support it with democracy. That's democracy's ass, though. To be honest.
Yeah.
Go
This is
on.
not support a republic, but let's continue.
And even Nelson Mandela.
Mandela wasn't necessarily good though. He had a lot of negatives.
Yeah, I don't support Nelson Mandela. If I was in South Africa, I would support the I think it was,
Apartheid.
no, I don't. I would support. It was I think it was the Alpha Freedom Party, the Al-Qaeda Freedom Party, which was a right wing people. Right, it's a party from the Zulus, the descendants of the Zulus. They were highly right wing libertarians that fought against communism and fought against apartheid.
Oh, okay. Go on. Just continue video.
First, MLK wants equality, so they fucking kill him. They literally killed him.
I'm gonna pause that. The guy who assassinated him was an idiot. Like he's like, "Oh, the government killed Martin Luther King." There's no evidence of that. Rescue TV believes that shit. Like,
Because he's an idiot. Of course they do. It's
and it's
conspiracy.
and it's proof that the government wasn't responsible because one, the government was already establishing equal rights in the Civil Rights Act. Two, the guy who assassinated Martin Luther King claims that he didn't assassinate. It was some stupid Mexican guy from Canada that assassinated him. But then, like, he changes the stories a lot, saying that first he's Canadian, now he's saying he's a Mexican, and he tried to escape from prison. Like, there's no evidence to prove that he was assassinated by the government.
Go on.
Then after he's dead, then they're like, oh, we admire his ideas and his contributions. If
No.
MLK would,
No, I believe everything. Why do
Please just go on. Let him just finish everything, then comment.
like I was born way before his death. I mean, way after his death. Way after. Like he
Yeah.
he like are you kidding me? Like I don't believe it like that because I was born like way after his death.
still be alive today, you would fucking despise him. Right wingers would despise him.
Oh, like stupid shit. Like let me see.
Go on.
Wait,
Even though I need to remind people that
okay,
MLK was a socialist.
I don't even need to remind people that MLK was a socialist. He wasn't. Like it was that was a rumor spread by McCarthy himself, and the only proof
Well,
was
CPUSA backed the civil rights movement, though.
yeah. I will admit there were communists that funded the civil rights, but he was not a communist. But I will admit this that he was just a progressive. He was a liberal according to but
Progressives are terrible. They're awful, dude.
the progressives, which I disagree economically, but I still
The
remind.
progressives don't even have economics. It's social issues like on primary. Or if they do have economics, it's about raising the minimum wage and like retarded shit that doesn't work.
I'm considering him progressive, and there's
Like
no
Bernie Sanders supporters.
yeah.
Go on. Continue the video.
I might.
I want to listen to him. Louis.
I mean, let me speak. Because the only thing I don't like is his freaking stupid son, Martin Luther King, the third. Like he's a complete idiot. But I do support Martin Luther King's daughter because she's like a little bit more right wing, and she despises the NAACP because he describes as like they're just using racism for cash, and she really hates Al Sharpton.
Okay, go. Resume video.
Similar, like Nelson Mandela. When Mandela was alive, the CIA called him a terrorist. They put him in fucking jail. He was on the CIA terror watch list.
Like I don't support Nelson Mandela. I never stated
Stop
that.
strawmanning
He might have
Bolshevik.
like I will like he might assume that because I mentioned Tutu, but that's not the point. I didn't say I supported him. I just used it. Hey, this is a guy you might admire, and let's see what he said about Robert Mugabe. And he says, oh, he made the breadbasket of Africa into a basket case itself. Like, that's the point, man. Like
Yeah,
Nelson
go on.
Mandela was
Go
a freaking
on.
dude.
We're not here to talk about Mandela.
If he was still alive, and if he didn't succeed in doing what he did, you would be calling him a Stalinist, you would be calling him a terrorist. But because he actually succeeded in getting in power and ending apartheid, which is and apartheid is just
Apartheid in Africa still exists, but it's the other way around. Now the black people are hating foreigners, not only whites, but people from Zambia, Mozambique, and other Angola.
I'll look up apartheid.
indefensible. You cannot defend it. So therefore, right wingers they're forced to say, "Oh, we admire Nelson Mandela's legacy," and then they say that, "Oh, we admire him because he was peaceful," even though that's totally bullshit. He wasn't fucking peaceful. He was peaceful because he was in jail, basically. Violent when you were in jail.
I'll admit that.
All it really was a form of segregation, like the whites ruling over black people.
White genocide in Zimbabwe.
White genocide? Are you fucking kidding me?
I'm away.
At most it would be a bunch of angry black people breaking white people's shit and assaulting them, but not fucking genocide.
And
They
only
killed them.
one
Oh, but that's a white wing conspiracy. Never happened.
would acknowledge
Go
that.
on.
Yes, you're not. Literally, Nazis have been saying that shit for a long time.
Red
They've been
debunk
saying that
that.
shit since
Stop
Come on. Pause it.
apartheid.
Apparently that debunks the argument. It's freaking retarded. It doesn't debunk anything.
Nazis.
Finish Bolshevik.
You, and then other far right people, and then white landowners in South Africa and Zimbabwe.
Nobel Prize winner Desmond Tutu, a civil rights activist who fought with Nelson Mandela against apartheid in South Africa. Now listen, but
destroying a wonderful country.
You know, I wouldn't trust anyone who has actually won the Nobel Peace Prize, by the way. I mean, basically, Zimbabwe doesn't have IMF. It's anti-American, basically. It's anti-imperialist.
Oh,
Therefore, they get anyone who is like a comprador to just attack him. So what is this?
oh my! Are you kidding me? I put freaking
God, too. I don't give a him. Anti-imperialism means you have to be against America. Evil Americans, man. Shit.
like and South Africa is basically the most father the way it's entirely not imperialist. Like they're anti-imperialist. They criticize America for the Iraq War. Like, are you kidding me? Like
The
even
fuck just happened up there?
communists don't like his land procurement plan. Shit, like he like he
Shit,
has-
nigga. Fucking didn't do nothing. Fuck off. Literally.
Anyway, you're like, oh, look, a black guy doesn't like him. Therefore, I'm not racist. Even though that's the most stereotypical shit that right-wing racists always do. Republicans.
Finish Bolshevik. Cut.
yeah.
Freaking morons like this call everybody racist. Oh, you're white. You're a racist. Or you're a fascist. You're a racist. I guess I'm a racist then. Fuck, dude. I literally said this. Being in America, I say national pride has no need for the delirium of race. In America, if you want to be an American, if you're born here, you speak English, you know our culture, you're an American. Doesn't matter what race you are. I don't care.
And that's not the point. Like
I'm not a white supremacist, you freaking dumbass.
like,
I'm a minority myself. I'm mixed race, so that's dumb.
and that's not the point. Like I pointed out him because he was a civil rights activist who ended supposedly end apartheid in South Africa. And he's like, he's not a credible source because he got a Nobel Prize. Really? Because Stalin won 2 Nobel Prizes. So
Stalin?
yeah, he won 2.
Oh, so I guess Stalin's not a reputable source either then. Dumbass.
And Hitler too. Hitler got a Nobel Prize. Stalin got a Nobel Prize. You will be
What
surprised.
the Fuhrer got a Nobel? Wow.
Well, he didn't won one. He was nominated, but Stalin at least won 2.
Wow.
Have like the one Asian guy attacking Asians, one woman attacking women, one black guy attacking black people. The problem with Mugabe is that he's too much of a.
So the only way to really support women is to probably be a feminist in this guy's eyes. You have to be a complete cuck, an absolute shill for degeneracy in order to be a true minority. Fuck off. You're dumb as shit, dude. You're an idiot. I freaking hate your ass.
Right winger, too much of a, all those things. Bourgeois nationalist. That's his problem. That's the real problem with Mugabe.
Everything's bourgeoisie that disagrees with me.
There was no, perfect, peaceful, democratic, liberal candidate or a socialist candidate, like a perfect socialist candidate who opposes the U.S. and wants to, have socialist economy. No, it was either fucking Rhodesia or Mugabe. Pick your poison. So, I'm sticking with Mugabe. Thank you very much.
Mugabe can go to hell. He's awful.
Yeah, I have to admit, okay, I don't have to care about you because according to the New York Times, Africans believe that they'd rather live in Rhodesia than Zimbabwe. Come on, they're starving to death, man.
Yeah, they're starving to death there. And apparently that's great because Mugabe didn't do nothing. And freaking evil whitey. Fuck off, you freaking clown.
Believe me, I'll ask every single, the majority of Africans in Zimbabwe. They will say, oh, I like Rhodesia better. I guarantee you that.
Was it Tom told me on shitposting you should buy a Rhodesia flag?
Yeah.
I probably will just to freaking piss people off, dude. I just don't care anymore. I've gotten so sick and tired of these freaking assholes going around calling people freaking bigots, and yet they're the biggest bigot here.
I want you to, after this video, I want you to go to eBay or Craigslist or.
I can't go. There's none on Amazon, which sucks. What sucks on Amazon too? There's no more Confederate flags because that's evil and racist, nigga. I was like, what the fuck, Amazon? You're freaking gay.
Go to Craigslist. They sell. You can buy anything there.
Flag for Deja. I'll probably make an eBay user and then do that. Yeah, it's like.
Well, if that was racist, how come they sell the South African flag?
The apartheid?
Yeah.
I have no idea. They don't even sell. They took down the NSDAP one too.
And it's what?
NSD. That's the National Socialist German Workers' Party. That's the German acronym for it.
Oh, the swastika flag.
Yeah, that's the German acronym. It's the NSDAP. You really gotta learn German if you really want to understand what I'm talking. Because people have made that flag in Call of Duty and they've got banned. I'm like, what the hell? I thought this was free speech. Oh wait, unless you offend Jews, and then that's hate speech.
Well, you got Craigslist, so.
This kind of nonsense about it used to be a breadbasket. It was fucking Rhodesia.
Yeah, it was a breadbasket. They had really good agriculture, and look what Mugabe did. He turned it to shit. You freaking dumbass.
Yeah.
I swear to God, you're a freaking moron.
Christ, man.
Why don't you freaking learn that?
Because they're making it seem like he was just wonderful before Mugabe.
Mugabe was terrible. I don't get why you go, oh, Mugabe didn't do nothing wrong. It was freaking awful, dude. His first 10 years were okay, but after that, it was terrible.
Yeah, like I said, he was a Queen Elizabeth puppet.
Probably because Rhodesia wasn't being a good puppet.
Indictment in The Hague, unless you step down.
Zimbabwe is now a basket.
I mean, this is the same thing that, people say about South Africa. They're like, oh, look, there's like social unrest, there's corruption, there's poverty, there's there's unrest and all this crime. But but before it was fucking apartheid. Like there's the system that exists now is not perfect, but what existed before was not better. You stupid fuck! You can't.
At least it was stable. I'm going to say this. Before. I don't get why you complain about apartheid, you complain about freaking South Africa and all this stuff, but then when, dude, you're freaking dumb as shit. Yeah, when USSR does something bad, oh, it never happened. Right-wing conspiracy, not true.
Yeah.
You're an idiot, dude. You're such a freaking clown.
Even though Africans were segregated, at least they have access to education and healthcare.
They actually had access to stuff. It wasn't like shit how it is now. Oh, capitalism did it. I'm not a big fan of capitalism because liberalism is the main system of capitalism, and liberalism promotes degeneracy because it's like my individual freedoms and all that. But so I don't get how everything's capitalist disagrees with me.
There's no third alternative. It's either this or it's what they had before.
That Robert Mugabe's policies are responsible for the massive famine in Zimbabwe.
Yeah, I mean, it can be prosperous, but people...
Again, like, this is like when people complain about revolutions. If you have a horrible, horrible regime, and then there's a movement, a revolution against it, and it leads to a destructive civil war, then people say, oh, look now, because of the civil war, everything's blown to shit. So therefore, revolution is wrong. No, because what they had before was horrible. It needs to be overthrown. And that kind of struggle creates friction.
I'm going to pause that there. Okay, in that logic, then why you don't support the Iraq war, man? Like, it was a dictatorship, and now you have ISIS running around. Like, come on. If using that argument, defend Iraq. Defend Iraq war.
Oh, because evil America did it, so it's bad.
Yeah. Like, I'm no fan
of Apparently, ISIS is a Zionist and American conspiracy to destabilize everything. That's like dumb. That's dumb leftist conspiracy. That's not even true. That movement was around way before our intervention in Iraq.
Come on,
Way before.
and the revolution, like, he's probably most likely talking about the October Revolution and the Civil War. Come on, the October Revolution overthrew another socialist government.
It was a provisional government. I don't think it was genuinely socialist, however.
Democrat, according to
sources. But they stayed in the war. That's why it got overthrown. They stayed in World War One.
Yeah.
They're stupid like that.
I will say this. The February Revolution is the most accurate revolution according to Marx. Marx would probably like the February Revolution compared to the October Revolution because at least they were the February Revolution were actually workers doing the revolution, not some guy say, hey, let's freaking make our own, like, overthrow the actual revolution and just establish my version of socialism. Like, shit.
Well, Marxism, Leninism, it's how it was is that how Marxist Lenin's view is that the people were just workers are too stupid to do things, so they need a party to lead the revolution. It's vanguardism. That's what Leninism pushes. It's Marx. So Marxist. There are times where you'll say, "Well, Marx has to be truly followed." A lot of times, some points of Karl Marx were outdated. Marxist theory eventually becomes outdated, so you kind of have to update it from time to time. But not changing like core stuff. Sometimes you have to change certain things because your conditions are going to be different. There'll be times where workers are just too dumb, and you may have to have a party to command it.
But here's the thing: Marxism doesn't exist. He called his ideology communism. Like, if you're gonna call Marxism,
they call it Marxism because the reason why is because a lot of people are calling themselves socialists, but we're saying we're not like those evil communists and all that stuff.
Yeah, exactly. But at the same time, with Marxist Leninists, okay. So in that logic, like, when Steve Jobs make the iMac, like, he should call it the PC iMac, or like, instead of like let's use the car, like, with toy. I think, what was a competitor of Ford? Like, let's say
Chevrolet.
Chevrolet.
General Motors. Chevrolet's under that umbrella.
Should we call, like, name a car that is from Chevrolet that I could say.
Okay, let's go on now. Can we move on, Louis?
Yeah.
It leads to social unrest, economic unrest, destruction of productive forces, collapse of industry sometimes economic depression, sometimes even famine, or at least food shortages. But it's totally idiotic to blame it on the victims who are rebelling against the horrible apartheid regime. If you want to blame this social unrest and this economic unrest that is being caused by the struggle against apartheid, then blame it on apartheid. Don't blame it on the victims of apartheid. I mean, this is what...
You guys are dumb. You look at all the instability in the Middle East and you go, it's the Zionists and it's Israel that's causing it. Their existence is causing it.
Don't blame America, blame Saddam Hussein, man. Like, shit. Like, come on. That's stupid logic right there.
Man,
you're a racist.
Since the end of African colonialism, the majority of Africans live in extreme poverty, despite being surrounded by limitless amounts of resources. But when has socialism improved?
Okay, what kind of a crazy argument is that? You don't think Africa is... I mean, when I said that Africa is being looted, I wasn't talking about the 1800s. I was talking about today. Now you're saying that...
No, I didn't say that. I said I use an example. Hey, I agree with you that because it's so wealthy that European nations colonized it. I use a different example. I was not mentioning your argument.
European colonization never happened, or he's saying it's being looted. Well, yeah, no shit, you dumbass. Really? It's, dude, if there was no colonization, Africa would still be like stupid, like tribal. It'd be... Look at if the Americas were never colonized. It'd still have these weird civilizations and it'd be so behind in technology.
Yeah, like look at those Native Americans in like the Amazon. Like,
oh yeah, dude, look at them. They're so isolated. They're really primitive.
Yeah, it'll be like, that is an island in Africa where they worship Prince Charles, Prince Will, I think it was Prince Charles. Like
Could have been. I have no idea. I'm not that intelligent.
yeah, it's an African tribe that worship planes.
Wow.
Like because they thought the planes were gods. Like that would.
Wow, man. See? So sometimes that settlement may be negative to a degree, but sometimes it's
Africa is
needed.
still poor. So what is your argument? I mean, my argument is that Africans are still poor because Africa is still owned by the West, even if it's not classical colonialism, overt colonialism, open colonialism.
That is entirely wrong because
There are no colonies. They try to say things like South Korea is a colony. It's like no white Americans are going to South Korea and settling there. That's not a colony. It's called if you said it's a puppet state, that'd be more accurate.
Yeah, here's the thing, but I have to say, like you're saying, oh, they have like, let's say, indirect colonialism, where it's like they use it hoarding them with resources. But the truth is, the West is not actually interested in Africa because, according to America, is not interested in Africa. They're mainly interested in the Middle East. But Britain is not interested in Africa. Freaking Europe is not interested in Africa. The only countries that are interested in Africa is China. And maybe Russia.
Or maybe the Congo, because that's where you get a lot of materials to make some of our technology. There are certain natural materials for that. But a lot of times we're so wasteful, we just throw out old technology. Why don't we just recycle it so we don't have to go back? Or if we do, we trade. Or something like that. I don't know. Let's go on. The video's almost over.
It's neo-colonialism.
It failed in Ethiopia. It failed in Somalia.
The reason socialism failed in Ethiopia and Somalia was because they never had socialism. They had a revolutionary government which was defeated. That's it.
Do you know anything about Somalia and Ethiopia?
Ethiopia had like a Derg from like 1975 to like somewhere in the late 80s, and they had a People's Republic. Then it just collapsed. After that, that's about it.
Like, yeah, he doesn't know anything about Ethiopia.
Yeah, I know, like, but apparently, a lot of times they'll go blame some outside source instead of their own inadequacies.
I know that he edited the part where I say Mozambique because he knows that Mozambique collapsed.
Yeah, it's like, oh god, Mozambique, wait, they go on,
Right.
go.
If you want to see actual socialism in practice, like socialist policies, socialist economy, then look at Burkina Faso.
You know anything
It was a
about
success.
What country now? Burkina Faso or something? That doesn't even exist, dumbass.
Picasso? I think because I think he was referring to what his friend Zach said, and I did research. He was able to feed the people because of foreign aid. Like, are you kidding me? Like a quick.
Oh, was it somewhere like around like Benin or something like that? It's one of those weird countries like that. It's like way up north up there.
Let me see. Can you let me wait.
Just blame the West for every single problem, and that solves it. It's freaking edgy as hell, dude.
Yeah, that's stupid.
It's like conspiracy that the West is behind every single problem. All this terrorism. It's the West's fault. It's America's fault. It's the Zionists' fault. No, it isn't. That's literally a dumb conspiracy that's been disproven. Yet you believe. They say you don't believe in conspiracies. Literally, come up with conspiracies about how the West is causing all these problems.
Yeah.
Scapegoating, like you literally can fuck yourself.
This for as long as it lasted. I mean, it only lasted for 4 years until the president was assassinated. By capitalism supporters, but during that time it was very successful. How the fuck do you even attack socialism for not working when literally the reason that socialism hasn't worked in Africa is because all the socialist governments were fucking killed? But
Like, are you kidding me? Like, almost every African nation was at least once communist. Like the Congo.
Well, most of them, like the French Congo was, Angola, Mozambique, not all of them. A lot of them became like just generic republics and were just kind of blah.
Yeah, I think actually the Congo was at one point a democratic socialist.
Which one? Democratic Republic of Congo, which was Zaire, or French Congo?
I think the big one, the
Oh, that
larger
was Zaire. They called it Zaire for until like the 90s.
Zaire.
Yeah, that's what it was called back then. French Congo was communist. Big one was Zaire, which I think that might have been democratic socialist. I don't know.
Yeah, and you got Libya, which I think he
Well,
was.
that wasn't Marxist, but it was some. It's Gaddafi had his own weird kind of Islamic socialism, which it's
Yeah, Somalia.
using that as an argument against Marxists is stupid, though.
Yeah, and then Somalia, like Somalia was communist, and it
Yeah,
was.
I think it was ML.
Yeah, but he was overthrown like in the 1990s, and it
Yeah,
was.
like most socialist states around the 90s were collapsing. Mongolia fell in 92. Afghanistan got its government overthrown in 92. Yugoslavia, the only reason why it fell because it split. 1992, it split up. The socialist government couldn't keep the nationalists from like
Yeah,
fighting each other, and it split.
actually, Egypt was once communist. A friend of mine who's from Egypt, like his name is Tafero, he pointed out that during the 1960s and 70s and thinks the early 80s, they were communist until uh like it was overthrown by Islamic. It was overthrown by the Islamic Brotherhood.
The Muslim Brotherhood, yeah, that's what it's called, Muslim Brotherhood. Well, I think up around the 60s, it was ruled by like, Abdul Nasser. He was like some kind of like weird Arab socialist, which I think might have been inspired like by Baathism, which people like Banner, the people don't like Nasser because his main father, his main figure, like Saeb Queteb, was tortured by Nasser and the CIA and things like that, by Nasser's government in Egypt.
Yeah, let's continue.
By Western imperialists. That's literally the reason.
The West is responsible for every problem your government has.
Yeah,
That's
like,
scapegoating.
he's assassinated. The West did it. Like
That's their conspiracy. Their conspiracies is that it's every time there's a terrorist movement, it's the Americans and the Israelis are funding it and they control it, and all this dumb conspiracy just to put the blame on us. They can go look how evil it is because the West is backing it. Dude, come on! Like you come up with these conspiracies about how the West is behind every freaking problem with socialism. Like we're somehow magically behind everything. They replaced Jews with the West or America or Israel or whatever. It's retarded. It's so dumb. Like you're a conspiracy theorist yourself. You just don't want to admit it. Stop denying it.
The freaking rich people, man. The rich people, man. Like that's what Alex Jones
in front of the line of fire of capitalism. It was a pure accident. I mean, capitalists had nothing to do with it.
Should Africa take? And the answer is a free market. The reason why Africa
Yeah, okay, that's fucking brilliant.
today is so poor is because
Please pause it. To a point, I think he has a point. I'm like, yeah, like that's gonna solve every problem. To be honest, I don't think it really is. You can believe a free market. I don't. I don't think that's gonna work.
Okay, I might say it's more than a free market. I think it needs to be more Western and get rid of all these stupid dictators and be more like a republic and start trading with the West. That's what I think it would be a better way to state what Africa needs.
Africa needs its own its own determination. So it needs to get rid of these freaking. It could keep these dictators, but it really doesn't need democracy. That's a disaster. It's gonna make more problems. Like it doesn't work in the Middle East. The Middle East is a freaking mess. Like the Middle East, like democracy it's complete garbage, dude. It won't work.
Yeah, you might have
They may need dictators like the Arabic people. So we'll have to see though. But these dictators are like bureaucrats and corrupt as shit. Go on though.
Let me.
are ruled by corrupt dictatorships.
You're so deluded. You're so deluded. It's crazy. Don't you understand that the reason there are these corrupt dictators is because they're called comprador capitalists. That's literally what they're called, comprador capitalists.
Oh my god, what you have to say about that?
I don't know. He has to blame everything is capitalism. That's not me. Everything. Yeah. But you and Scotty M have done everything that disagrees with me. Socialism. That's bullshit too, because that's a stupid argument. It's a huge straw man that really doesn't add up.
Yeah.
Doesn't hold any merit.
Telling the West that okay, you, the West, you help me and my cronies to stay in power, and as in exchange, we will allow Western corporations to come in and take over everything and exploit my people and control the markets, control the economy. That's what they do.
But there is one African nation that discovered the right path, and that nation is Mauritius.
Hallelujah. What? What was the country's name?
Like, I have to admit, like, he is terrible with geography. Come on, he
Yeah,
doesn't.
I didn't know that country was either. I'm like, what the fuck? What are you talking about? I was like, what the? I'm like, oh. Like, apparently it's an island nation off Madagascar. I was like, oh, okay, it's probably out there in the middle of freaking nowhere then.
Yeah,
Okay.
he doesn't. But I have to admit, like, he didn't even recognize the Icelandic flag. Like, are you kidding me? You're from Scandinavia. You didn't know about the. You don't know what the freaking Iceland flag looks like.
It's just Norway's colors, but inverted.
Yeah.
I have a Norwegian flag because I'm part Norwegian.
The Mauritius flag looks like a gay pride flag a bit.
On my grandmother's, not my grandmother, my grandfather's side of my mom's end, he was half German and Norwegian.
But I have to admit,
So
like,
I'm part Scandinavian, yeah,
I have to
and
admit
Germanic and
like,
Anglo-Saxon too, and Iberian and shit. Sorry,
I have to admit that the Mauritius flag looks like a gay pride flag.
it does.
It's like.
yeah, you defend that cuckoldry, so.
Oh, okay.
74 miles from
So is this like some tax haven where like 200 people live?
Madagascar. Once a French colony, it gained its independence in 19...
He paused there.
For
I
what?
bet that in 2 weeks, Louise will denounce the place as not real capitalism, just like these people have done with Hong Kong and Somalia and every other country or micronations previously recognized. But shut up. I'll admit,
You're a fag, French
Hong
Bolshevik.
Kong, like, it's still a free market, but it's becoming less freer since the 1990s in China. And right now, they just elected a left-wing prime minister because, well, he wants Hong Kong to be more independent.
But China is like, no, you can fuck up because you got to speak Chinese.
Somalia, like, where have we defended Somalia? Never. Somalia is just in a civil war, and like they have a.
Dude, it's anarchy over there, dude.
Country. Like that now they have a government, and it's a very Islamic state. Yeah, like he doesn't know what he's talking about. He's just taking stuff from Social Democrat 01 or Democrat Socials 01.
Dude, that guy's a freaking jackass, dude. I don't even want to. Oh, he's an idiot. He blocked me because apparently I was racist. I have to say this to him though. Well, then fuck you.
I mean, some of the policies that they have, like social safety nets and stuff like that, they don't even sound very libertarian. But
there's no 100%. Like, for example, like, come on, like Vladimir Lenin privatized land, private property. Like, he allowed private property. Many communists will say that. So that means that freaking capitalism was the reason why that Russia prosper. Like, are you kidding me? Like, come on, there's no 100%. Like, during Lenin, there was private property. And
this guy's a jerk off.
And Stalin allowed private companies from the United States to work in Russia. So, like, there's no 100%.
the big thing to note here is that this is a country of like 1 million people. It's
Let me see the population.
Implying that means anything, though?
Come on, like, I actually show the image of Mauritius. It used to be like freaking the poverty rate of Madagascar.
Used to be poor as fuck, probably.
Yeah, now it is advanced because of the free market.
I don't get why you fetishize the free market so much, but okay.
5 times, almost 6 times smaller than Finland. Some tiny island, like I don't know.
Yeah, the Finland you hate. The Finland you backstab because you think Stalin didn't do nothing when he attacked your country. You're a freaking traitor, dude. You really should just fuck off. Leave Finland since you hate it so much.
Not compete with the freedom of the free market.
The freedom of the,
Before I go,
this is
The
like
freedom of the free market, LMAO.
you are a parody of yourself. Holy shit, man. This is cringeworthy.
I'm going to say a message to the Finnish Bolshevik.
You're gonna
if
what?
Homie's watching this, I challenge you
You challenge me?
and your boyfriend Zach to a live debate.
What the fuck is that shit? I mean, this is just some weird ass, like, homophobic bullshit.
Cut. How is that even homophobic, you freaking dickhead? It's not.
Like, come on.
Called
he's
a
so-
joke. Apparent. Oh, you're so offended. God, dude, you're like you're a fucking faggot. I swear to God, dude. Man. These people just
God,
label
like, no one
these
debate.
idiots label everything as homophobic. He's probably a social justice warrior, knowing him too. It's fucking-
Justice warrior, like you get so offended. Don't call my boyfriend my boyfriend, man. Don't say that.
Yeah, Finnish Bolshevik, you are a fucking cuck. Oh my God, it's so cringy hearing you backstab Finland because Stalin didn't do nothing wrong. Fuck
Yeah.
yourself, dude. Just go total dildo already. I'm just waiting for it.
You're a despicable human being. You know, I'm saying it again.
I challenge you and your boyfriend.
First of all, it would be a total. We would annihilate you. Holy shit, man! I mean, are you serious? You're actually doing this. You're actually challenging me to a live debate.
It's Finnish Bolshevik. Pause it. It's better than being a freaking bitch and not debating at all. Like you.
Come on, like I debate.
Freaking pussy, dude. You only want to debate.
That's
I'm gonna hate you.
why journalism is for debating, because I don't have to do another video response. I could just talk to him directly. Because he just said, "White people are privileged. Why the stole the not man here?" Like, it's better just to like
You want
show
to
his.
freaking debate me? You can, because I'm not freaking scared of shit, dude. If you really want to debate something on fascism, you can. If you really want,
Yeah,
I don't give a shit.
he's a freaking idiot. He has his own freaking troll posse too. They give me 7 likes, man. I think it increased to like 10 or 12 already.
Let's go. Finish it.
Maybe. Kind of depends. I mean, I have better things to do. I have other things to do.
Like
Plus,
kill your own country.
our time difference, because I live on the other side of the globe. So that's always a problem. There's always a problem when me and Raven try to make a video together. So maybe, but I'm just kind of thinking that I've seen your live shit and it's fucking horrendous. I don't necessarily want to be a part of that.
If you think you're so
I think he's
intelligent,
referring to the Friday night shit posting.
Oh shit, dude, you're a freaking dumbass, dude. It's that all's a joke.
Yeah.
What, you take that like it's freaking for real or something, dude? You have no sense of humor. Like really? Come on, dude.
Why do you want this? What could it possibly add? Because I have destroyed you in every video. What difference is it gonna make?
That sounds arrogant as fuck, dude. Chill out.
I debunk him. He just makes ad hominem attacks, like, and then just put.
Yeah, your arguments, Finnish Bolshevik, are ass at this point. I'm not defending Luis, but your arguments are terrible. You just sit and insult him, and you don't really prove anything. Oh, West did it. It's like you sound like a conspiracy nut at this point. Dude. You're retarded.
He's a freaking Finnish Alex Jones.
True.
He should
That's a
have
good
his own
one.
radio show in Finland.
Yeah, he's a freaking moron.
Destroy the republic.
Go finish the video.
Or not?
Luis are
I just think it's gonna be inconvenient.
signing off.
You know, I'm not usually this arrogant. I don't usually say, "Oh, I've destroyed you." But with Luis, it's true. With Luis, anyone can destroy him.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I can debunk you too, Luis. To be fair.
Yeah, but at the same time, like I destroyed Rescue TV, so on the whole island so much that he just changed the topic and left like a.
You've changed the subject on Manuel a few times, so I wouldn't necessarily say that though. So watch yourself though.
Yeah, but he's stupid though.
Mason's a dude. I'm gonna say this about Mason. He knows a lot about nothing.
Yeah, he just points out stupid books, man. Like he
Oh,
just,
this book and this book and this book and this book and this fuck. Oh, how Hitler was capitalist, or how National Socialism is capitalism. He points like to the dumbest source, and I'm like, can you?
Oh, it says here that Hitler, Nazi Germany, was a free market. And he's just like,
God, just because you have some friendly market policy, that's necessarily mean you are a free market like libertarians, you dumbass. Like, really? God, dude, you don't even understand nationalist economics. You just strawman it and to fit your ideology. You're an idiot, dude.
thank God he lives in Germany. I want him out of my nation, man. Get out of my country.
Yeah, don't. Yeah, I think he already is, and that's the case. Don't come back either, you freaking you treacherous son of a bitch. Supporting a regime that says "Death to America" and wants to kill a freaking and you're like Jewish and you want to destroy a nation that's designed for you, freaking self-loathing faggot.
I guess I will end this here,
Yeah,
and I will say that maybe this Friday we can have the debate with, but I don't know. He'd probably be a wuss about it.
Just hold a debate. I might.
I could debunk him. Like Manuel is different because he just insults you. Like
he knows a lot about Karl Marx though. He has read a lot of the theory and he does really understands it pretty well.
but like freaking.
So it's interesting to listen to him. It's pretty interesting to listen to him. I have to admit.
Like, the thing is probably the reason why he's more easier to debunk compared to Manuel in the past is because he's just a freaking like he gets sensitive so easily and he's like.
No, he takes offense to dumb shit. If you're going to debate, you could debate me on shit. I really don't give a fuck.
All right.
Social stuff, economics, I don't care.
So I'm gonna end it right here. Have any last words?
No, not really. It's just if you just finish Bolshevik's an idiot. You can call me a capitalist, but I think the free market's full of shit. Libertarianism's dumb. Communism's dumb. Their position's the real way to save the West in this case. Get rid of all this degeneracy as well.